Story time at Bryan-Bennett Library. Today's story is about the sun. The contest between the sun and the wind. An Aesop's Fable, retold by Heather Forrest, illustrated by Susan Gaber. The contest between the sun and the wind. An Aesop's Fable, retold by Heather Forrest, illustrated by Susan Gaber. Published by August House Little Folk in Atlanta. This book is dedicated to peacemakers everywhere, from HF and SG. There once was a man in a warm coat, walking his way down a winding road. The sun and the wind, high in the sky, watched the man as he walked by. The wind bragged to the sun, "I'm the strongest one. I'm much stronger than you." "Really?" said the sun. "Then I challenge you to a contest of strength. Let us see who can take the coat off of that man on the road." "Oh, that's too easy," howled the wind. "I'll huff and I'll puff. I'll blow to the brim. I'll rip his coat off of him. I'll smash him against the trees. I'll take his coat off with ease." So the wind blew harshly down the road. The man clutched tightly to his coat. The wind grew loud, the wind grew cold. The shivering man buttoned up his coat. The birds clung to the trees. The world was dust and leaves. But the harder the wind blew down the road, the tighter the man held onto his coat. Discouraged, the wind blustered off with a gust and a swirl. Then the sun peeked out from behind a cloud, warming the air and the frosty ground. The man on the road unbuttoned his coat. He lifted his voice and sang out loud. The sun grew even brighter, and brighter, and brighter, and brighter. The man began to feel so hot, he took off his coat and sat down in a shady spot. The wind returned and said to the sun, "I huffed and I puffed and I blew to the brim, but I could not force the man's coat from him. I can't imagine that you were able to either." The wind stopped howling long enough to look down. There was the man sitting under a tree. Lo and behold, his coat was folded up like a pillow under his head. "How did you force him to take off his coat?" the wind asked in amazement. The sun replied, "I did not force him at all. I lit the day. Through gentleness I won my way." "There must have been a trick," grumbled the wind. "It's not a trick," said the sun. "It's a choice and a skill. Would you like me to show you?" The sun just smiled. The end. Here is the author's note on the last page of the book. The contest between the sun and the wind is based on a fable attributed to a Greek slave named Aesop, who lived 2,500 years ago. Passed on through the oral tradition by generations of storytellers, this metaphorical plot raises a ponderous question. Can gentleness, instead of force, be an effective way to achieve a goal? Thanks for joining Bryan-Bennett Library's story time today, The Contest Between the Sun and the Wind. If you'd like some activities to do along with this book, they come just like our take-home storytime kits in a little baggie like this. Let's break this down. What's in that bag? Well, if you've got a pre-K kid, a little one that's scribbling and coloring and learning to notice their letters, you might like these activities. This one for tracing the line, telling the story again, and then this one, color, cut out. And if you've picked up a beginner's kit for the take-home storytime kits, you'll already have glue and crayons for this. But color, cut out, and stick to these, glue stick to these, and you'll have some character puppets you can retell the story. If you have a kindergartner, here's a rhyming wheel. You can color if you want, and then practice cutting on the line on each circle. And then there's a Brad. I know, it's shiny, it's pretty, but it's not food. Don't eat these. That goes through this one first, and then through that one. You can even glue stick those to a cereal box to make them a little more sturdy. If you have a first grader, they might like to make a weather wheel. Again, don't eat the shiny thing. It's not candy. It's not food. You might want to think about where you put sunny and windy on here. You might put them together because today it's both sunny and windy outside. If you have a first grader, these are sentence matchup. And I've included a paper sack and some popsicle sticks, so you can color if you want to. Then cut out the rectangles of the sentence phrase strips, and then cut out the word strips. Glue each of those to a popsicle, and you have a go anywhere game. Glue those, cut them out and glue them on those little popsicle sticks. You can drop them in this paper sack, tuck it in your purse or your backpack, and you've got a game anywhere. And then for your second graders, here's a Sun graphic organizer. It helps you tell the story.